I don't know about you in the US, but like, basically I play in Asian servers. They're like, um, they based on the skilling, so they don't care if you are if you're a guy or woman.
Okay,
If you're
okay.
bad, you just bad. They just curse.
Okay.
If you're good, they don't care because you're gonna win.
Uh,
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my podcast. Today here's 3 people. It's a huge podcast, and we already know Jacob. And then can I introduce yourself, and then yourself too.
Again.
Hi guys, I'm Arnie. I am a studio art major going into architecture, and my favorite video game is Valorant.
Hi, my name is Ki-chan Kim, just call me Richard. My major is MBA student. My favorite game is League of Legends.
Hi, my name is Jacob. My major is political science, and my favorite game is Call of Duty.
Oh, Call of Duty?
Yeah.
Did you change your favorite game?
No, I did
I
not.
thought you played soccer a lot.
No, I mean,
FIFA?
I
Video?
play FIFA only
Oh,
with my
FIFA.
friends.
Yeah, FIFA.
Yeah.
I mean,
But if I have to play a game, a
Call-
solo, it would be Call of Duty or maybe Red Dead Redemption or Ghost of Yotei.
So you like? So right now you started liking the shooting game, right?
Mm-hmm.
The FPS. So our first question will be so there's the article talk about there's a different level of the skill issue, and they think a woman scaling is always now better than the man in the over time. So, what do you think? What do you think of the scaling issue, based on your thoughts? Like, you think woman is always not better than the man, or man is always better, or yeah.
I think probably when we look at the best player, we see mostly men because they are the
Mhm.
one who usually play. But I think a woman can be better than a man, so it's not. Sometimes it just depends on the interest, but I think a woman can still be better than the man. But again, when it comes to representation, we usually see more men playing video games.
Yeah.
I agree. I think with esports adding in a female division recently, I think representation for women has gotten better, and I think that mindset is kind of going to a more equal field now, or maybe not equal still, but in a better direction for sure.
Mhm.
So like depending on the hobby and or like pro gamer, it's that is different. Hobbies usually, I think women just usually more hobby,
Yeah.
but men's sometimes like
More competitive.
Yeah, not competitive more, because they just like, I don't know, fighting with each other maybe. Okay. So there's actually a hard question and it'll be tough. So there's a article that I catch from online, and then it talk about the reason why women doesn't want to be in the esport, because they usually get the sexually abusing from the companies or some of the guy, but like guy is not getting those situation, and then there's the problem that how are you gonna fix it based on your major? If you can use your major to fix it, like what are you gonna do, or what you can do for it if you want to? So they say I'm a bio major, so the only way I can do is probably like I don't know, like finding the DNA for who's doing it, something like that. Like if they say, okay, let's say you're a business, you're a business, right? So what are you gonna do to help them? I don't know, like, because it's actually a hard question, actually. You know what?
Yeah,
just
we can talk about that. I think
Yeah,
it's
I
fine.
We can think about it. Come back to it.
yeah, just think about it a little bit. And so there was the question earlier too, and then there's also article from the, I think it's Chinese article, or it's called Lu, and then they just think woman doesn't get enough learning from how to play in esports, especially for the professional. And then that's probably the reason why they don't like to be in esports, because they don't get the treatment as the man.
I agree, because when I first saw the Valorant VCT for the women's
Mhm.
women's challengers, it was so messy compared to the men's at first, but I saw that they were collaborating with the male streamers,
Mm-hmm.
and so it gave them more attraction, I guess. And I think that was really helpful in terms of bringing more attraction to the female.
Where did you usually watch like a female competition for like any other game or Valorant?
I don't think I saw
'Cause-
any other one.
Right? Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't see it a
Because
lot.
Valorant is my like specific interest, so I didn't even know at first. I only saw it because one of the male streamers streamed the female game. So that's how like people don't. That's how much people don't talk about it, which is crazy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cause based on my knowing, cause I know I think it's Vietnam.
Mm.
I hear about the article talk about like there is a Vietnam woman competition
Mm.
for I think it's Valorant or like some like FPS game or something like that. But they're just with a lot of issue. There's like not enough. They even have the issue with like a keyboard, mouse or something like the easy basic technique issue,
Mm.
and they just don't get the same treatment as the men that much. Also like I think the competition I just don't see women competition a lot.
Yeah, I
based
think
on
it's
that.
also easier to find male, like you know how like the male teams go through a lot of
Mhm.
changes where they constantly like change their team formation and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's harder to find enough female players to also keep changing the roster as well. So maybe that's why it's a little harder to.
Yeah. So. So okay. So for the money stairs and so there's a article talk about there's some of the men and female players, but only like 0.05% females, actually making monies, and then like always men making more money than women.
I mean, yeah, and we already have the pay gap
Mhm.
issue, so I think that it just gets worse when it comes to a more lower ranked, I guess. Job. I don't know how to say it. The job space.
I think yeah.
Because
I think
esports,
the
it wouldn't be something on the same level as like let's say office work.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I would assume it's worse compared to than that when you already have a wage gap during that kind of work, anyways.
How's that happen in Korea, based on your
Pay gap.
Yeah. How much is people getting paid for esports? Do you know a little bit? Maybe?
Esports area? I don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah.
'Cause based on my knowing is they don't usually get paid when they're training
Yeah.
until they actually go to the competition, and then they do have to play good or get the top
It's only
position.
the top players. make
Yeah.
money.
So the company will come to you and pay for you. Even they don't get money from the company. They get money from like I don't know. They go to outside and they're recording the edits or something like that, or they have their own like let's say T-shirt, shoes. They make money from it.
Oh, merch.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's also probably like maybe someone doesn't want to treat esport as a job that much.
Mm. So more like a hobby than like
Yeah.
a side job. Then okay.
Yeah, esports is usually seen as a hobby, not a real things. I mean, that's my personal opinion about esports. It's not a real sport, but yeah, I understand. I can understand why some people love it, but I think one of the reasons why there is this gap when it comes to the salary between men and
Yeah.
women, it also has to do with sexism, unfortunately.
Mm.
Yeah, women are, for some people may see women are less competitive compared to men, less capable.
Oh, even then we see it in other games like soccer.
Mhm.
Even
Yeah,
then the
yeah.
women are looked down upon. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, but like esport kind of special because there's like 50-50 women and men,
Mm.
but it's like any other sport there's not like 50-50 for women and men, but esport is special.
Mm.
They don't charge your body a lot. They just charge your
Mhm.
skilling,
Mhm.
but women still don't get that much chance to be in the esports. And so probably there is a last questions. Do you think women get a lot of judge in the game?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you could judge because you're a woman. That's it, or
No. Well, you have to have certain understanding of the
Mhm.
game that you're judging, of course. For example, like I dance, so I judged the talent show here, but I have certain credentials to judge that. So if a person plays the game and they've been in the esports arena for a while, or their coach, maybe a female coach can be a
Mhm.
judge, I think it's possible. Not just because they're
Oh.
women. No, but yeah.
because based on the like the internet data, you're just once men or okay, just say basically men and men hear the woman player, they just play again. They just think they're just bad or something based on.
Oh, I face that a lot
Sure.
every day, guys.
Yes. You face it a lot in a Valorant.
It's less than before, but it still happens sometimes. They're like, "Oh, you're a woman. Go to the kitchen."
No, this is crazy.
I think some of the people who say this kind of thing, they don't really think of how we can maybe hurt or
Mhm.
Yeah.
be uncomfortable for the woman. But I mean, I'm not a woman, but I just trying to put myself in a woman's shoes.
Mhm.
See, because maybe you try to be funny, just say.
But I have seen more often men stand up for women recently.
Mm.
So whenever I'm in game and that happens, men didn't used to stand up for me before. Now they do.
Yeah, I think that's.
I think it's the culture is changing a little
Yeah,
bit.
fortunately.
yeah.
At least for Valorant. I don't know for others. CS, I feel like Call of Duty is still toxic.
Yeah, it's very toxic.
For a little game, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, Valorant, I think it's the best.
League of Legends, I
business.
also think is not too bad for women.
No? It's not, because I don't know about you in the US, but like basically I play in Asian servers.
Mm.
They're like they based on the skilling, so they don't care if you are
Oh.
you're a guy or woman.
Okay,
If you're
okay.
bad, you just bad, they just curse you.
Okay.
If you're good, they don't care because you're gonna win. Yeah. And do you wanna come back to the question?
What
that
was
we
the
just said?
question again?
So like, do you think sexual abusing is like the big issue for women being the esports?
Oh,
compared to
if
men?
it's a big issue?
Yeah.
I think it's easy to exploit them, especially given the other criteria we talked about, where their pay gap and everything.
Mhm.
If they're vulnerable, then the higher up people do have more of an advantage over them. So I think it can be an issue. I haven't heard much about it, but
Mhm.
I wouldn't say it's not as common as you see in other places as well. So yeah.
Oh, for any, compared to any other sport, like or just.
Just
job.
any job, yeah.
Yeah, I think unfortunately it's more common when it comes maybe to soccer athleticism. I think 5-6 years ago there was a scandal in the US. The national athlete team, like there was a guy, I think a doctor was abusing some of the
Oh,
American
yeah.
athletes.
Yeah.
But I think in esports, maybe it may depend on maybe the contracts, maybe in exchange of a good contract, somebody may ask sexual favor. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I think every sport is like changing right now. Like, I think they're try to be better for women, maybe a little bit. That there's even kind of the movie they're making like there's a specific movie in China they're making like for the esports, and there's like man and woman the same thing or something. They
I
play.
see dramas too. have
Yeah,
a
yeah,
lot
I
of
think it's
esports
that
for
one.
women.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's like it changes over time maybe.
But I think
To
for
get
some
better.
games it might be harder, like FIFA, soccer. When you see soccer, you see usually men being involved.
Yeah.
When you see Call of Duty, you see like it's something a little bit masculine.
Yeah. I
So
think.
maybe for this kind of game, it might be harder to see a change, the change happening.
Yeah, maybe just think about like if, I think men is more likely to be participation in the gaming or like sports.
More successful? Likely to be more successful or what?
They like to probably just watch a little bit.
Mhm.
I don't know. They just like to watch sports and then like chilling together, having like I don't know, having fun with it maybe. But like I think women just not really interesting that much about competition that much. Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean the Euro. Actually, I don't understand that the question.
Oh, for which one? The last one?
Last one. So.
Cause it's kind of hard to asking. It just kind of the news talk about the hard situation of the women getting into the esports, like they're just way harder to get in esports, so that's why there's not much woman player in the esports. Because like money, a job, everything's happening to the women. So
Mm, I think last pocket I told you about that, like if you get money from the esports, you must be very good, right?
yeah,
But like must be good means you must have a talent of the esports. So it means like very few people got talent of esports.
yeah.
I think women not much play like a man.
Yeah, not enough. Yeah.
They're not enough like a man. So that's why usually men get on.
Yeah. I do feel like that because not much women playing, so we don't find the person who really have the talent a lot. So, cause just like men, that if they want to play, they just go, right. So once they find people really have the talent, they just go.
Mm.
But like women, it's like maybe they don't know, they don't want to try this, they don't think esport can do better for a job or something.
Mhm.
So they don't want to try it. They don't have that much people to show their talent a lot, maybe. And just a little last little bit question. Do you think stream is the same as the esports streamer or something?
Streaming? Oh no.
It's not. Like,
No. That's why a lot of streamers you'll see either they choose to stream or they do pro play. Like
Mhm.
Tense, for example, whenever he was doing pro play, he was like taking a break from streaming and stuff, and then he
Mhm.
became a full-time streamer, and then he got off pro. So it's like they like to separate that for a reason. I don't think it's the same.
Cause like,
Streaming is more fun.
cause based on what I know, it's like in Korea, it's like even they're like professional player, they're just I don't know, they do stream, they just play for fun, maybe.
Yeah, play for fun.
Yeah, okay, yeah, maybe. I think this all the question.
Ah.
Do you guys have questions?
Hmm.
Do you want to, or I don't know, any type of question
Do you think there's any solution
for
for
getting more?
preventing sexual assault or advantages being taken against women?
Actually, I would say right now probably not the much solution because since you had to restart building like the whole system of the compensation of the women's or even the men, because if they want to be equally with men and women, you just had to restart everything, restart the whole system to kind of put them in the same situation, maybe same position. So it's kind of impossible. Just like other sports, you just don't see women and guys or men play together.
Mm.
I guess it's hard, but maybe it's like easier for I don't know, big company when you does have the money. Because I think all the sports, not only esport, but all the sport is about money. It's about business.
Mm-hmm.
If people doesn't watch it, like they don't make money, so who gonna make the sports, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think money is important for.
I think
I think-
security advantages or security advancements could be good, no? Like, you know, if you're signing for a house, you have a contractor, you have
Mhm.
all these other people looking over. I think for when women join, so they don't get taken advantage of, they can have like another person looking over, so they can ask for help rather than just sign it or be on them by themselves. I'm not really sure what the contracting looks like, but I feel like if there are security advancements, it can prevent those kind of situations more and have like a safe space as well, like create a safe space within the community. I feel like within the community that it's these kind of topics are hard to talk about. Make it more normalized, I guess.
Yeah, I agree. Cause I think all the main team have that kind of stuff. Like they're living their, I don't know, training. All the
Mhm.
stuff they have it, but just not for women, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I think women should be encouraged to speak up
Right.
when they
Yeah,
face
actually.
Right.
harassments. Because if you don't talk about that, so how maybe the person who is a predator, how would he be punished? So yeah, it's hard because think about maybe the possible repercussion against you. Maybe that person has many friends in the field. Maybe in long term you might not have contracts with other maybe teams. But again, if we want to have change, yeah, it's hard, but people should speak up.
They should have started action. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. All right. I think that's everything for all today. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you Jacob, thank you Kichan, and thank you
Arnie.
Arnie. Yeah. Thank you everyone. We'll see you next time.